Hello, first grade. Happy Friday. We're about to jump into one of my favorite social studies lessons of all time. So, we've been talking about Martin Luther King Jr., we've been talking about the inauguration of our new president, Joseph Biden, and the new vice president, Kamala Harris. Therefore, we've been talking a lot about the United States. So, we're going to jump in and learn about different symbols that represent the United States. When we finish this unit, we're going to jump right into Black History Month for February and learn about all different people who've made the United States so great. So I thought this would be fun for while we're on distance learning. There's lots of great videos, some fun boom cards, and different things where you can learn your symbols. So we live in the United States of America, and inside the United States of America, we live in Missouri. Inside Missouri, we live in St. Louis. So we're going to attack that coming up soon too. But for now, let's jump right in. So what is a symbol? A symbol. If you look right here, you can see a heart. When you see a heart, you automatically know a heart represents love. When you see a stop sign, you automatically know to stop. And when you see this green recycle sign, you know that means recycling, not trash. These are all symbols. And just like we have symbols all around us, there's symbols all around us that represent the country we live in, the United States. And we're going to learn about some of those today. So the first one, well, here's the United States. So here's Missouri right here in purple. And we're going to learn about all different symbols that represent this country. So the first one is the American flag. So you have seen the American flag. We say the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag every day. The American flag is red, white, and blue. It has 13 stripes, alternating red and white, and 50 stars. The 13 stripes represent the 13 original colonies. So before we had 50 states, there were only 13 states. So they made those stripes to remember those first 13 colonies is what they were called. Now we have 50 states. Missouri is one of just 50 states. You know, Miss Gates is from Kentucky. Maybe you visited your family in a different state before also. So there's one star for each state. So this is the American flag. The next symbol we're going to talk about is the bald eagle. The bald eagle, he has brown feathers and then kind of a white head. That's why he's called bald. He's not actually bald, but he looks it because his feathers on his head are white. This is the bald eagle. He stands for strength, courage, and freedom. He's a really strong bird, just like the people in the United States, like Martin Luther King, have had to be strong to win us freedom. You can see if you go find a quarter in your house, the bald eagle is on the back of the quarter. We're going to learn that in our math lessons coming up. The next symbol is the Statue of Liberty. The Statue of Liberty stands very tall. She's 305 feet tall. She stands in New York Harbor, and she welcomes people to our country. A long time ago, when immigrants, is what they were called, would come from other countries to the United States, they would first see the Statue of Liberty. She represents hope and freedom for a new life. These people were coming to the United States because they wanted freedom. It was a gift from another country. She was a gift from France. And even though she looks green because of weathering, she's actually made of copper. Copper is the same color you see on a penny. The next symbol is the Liberty Bell. The Liberty Bell. They rang this big bell to announce the signing of the Declaration of Independence. That meant the United States had earned their freedom. That was a long, long time ago in 1776. Lots of first graders often ask, why is it cracked? It was cracked because the metal wasn't very strong, so when they tested it out, it cracked. And they tried to fix it many times, but it never got fixed. So that's one way you can kind of remember it when you see different pictures. The Liberty Bell does have a crack in it. So we're also going to talk about the White House. We've kind of talked about this week as our new president has just moved into the White House. The White House is where the president lives and works. The White House is in Washington, D.C. So we know that Donald Trump has just moved out of the White House and Joseph Biden has moved into the White House. We also have the Washington Monument. So President's Day is coming up when we will honor a very important president, George Washington. George Washington was the first president of the United States. So we have this tall, tall monument to remember him. We also have the Lincoln Memorial. It's hard to see with all this stuff. The Lincoln Memorial represents another important president, Abraham Lincoln. This is also in Washington, D.C. I'm going to go kind of fast. Our last two are the Capitol Building in Washington, D.C., where people make important decisions. Mount Rushmore, which is located in South Dakota, took 14 years to build. So we're going to talk